What's good, family? Pull up a chair and breathe for a second. If your paycheck is already promised to bills you haven't even opened yet, if you've ever thought, how am I supposed to build wealth when every dollar is doing overtime? This talk is for you. I'm speaking to hourly workers, single-income homes, veterans, creators, and anybody who's tired of being busy and broke. Tonight, we're not chasing hype. We're building a machine that pays you whether you clock in or not. Here's the hard truth nobody likes to say out loud. Ordinary income, the W-2 check, is the most expensive money in America. It's taxed before you ever touch it, and it trains you to think like a bill payer instead of an owner. Real wealth flips that order. Owners choose how money flows, when it's taxed, and what it buys them next. I'm not saying quit your job or stop creating. I'm saying use your job, your skill, your attention, and your story to buy things that work when you're asleep, with your phone on Do Not Disturb. Let's start with two levers that decide how long you can survive and how fast you can grow: discipline and overhead. Discipline is doing the boring thing that makes you rich, over and over after the motivation fades. Overhead is everything that eats before you do. If your discipline is weak and your overhead is heavy, you're one bad month from panic. If your discipline is daily and your overhead is light, you're hard to kill. That's the first move. Before we talk stocks, before we talk business, we trim the lifestyle creep and secure a 6-month cushion. Not because fear, because freedom. Freedom to say no to a bad deal. Freedom to wait for the A setup instead of forcing a trade. Freedom to think long-term. Now, what do you do if you are the brand? The face of the podcast, the creator on camera, the person everyone expects to show up smiling even when life punches you in the chest? You stop being only the face, and you become the owner. The face is the billboard. Ownership is the building behind it. Your goal is simple. Turn attention into assets. Not just views. Not just likes. Assets. That's where the tag way comes in. We keep it beginner-friendly and brick by brick. Structure first. Shine later. You'll hear me repeat this because it works whether you're an Amazon driver stacking hours, a veteran learning civilian money, or a creator with a roller coaster income. Step 1. Split your money by job. Some dollars keep the lights on. Some dollars grow the business. Some dollars build the balance sheet. We automate the third bucket. Before rent, before fun, a fixed amount moves into ownership, index funds, a dividend ETF, or your small business acquisition fund. If $100 is what you have, $100 is perfect. The amount grows. The habit is the wealth. Step 2. Systemize your work so your results don't depend on your mood. For creators, that means a sustainable cadence, a repurposing workflow, and an email/SMS list you own. For hourly workers, that means a weekly sit-down with your numbers, not vibes. Income, bills, debt payoff, and a non-negotiable transfer to assets. For veterans, it means turning your training, process, patience, and checklists into your financial habits. Talk to yourself like a squad leader. What's the mission? What are the rules of engagement? What is the exit plan? Now let's build the actual money machine with the TAG Premium Playbook. This is the part you can run this week. First, the 2-stock plan. Pick 2 quality companies you understand. One can be a steady blue chip you'd be comfortable holding if the market shut down for a year. The other can be measured growth, something with real revenue, not a lottery ticket. You buy a small amount every month for 36 months, rain or shine. No panic sells. No I saw a tweet buys. You document every purchase, price, why you bought, what would make you sell, and what you learned. 36 months of discipline turns you into a different investor with a stack of shares and a stack of lessons. If picking stocks makes your chest tight, I love the $100 ETF plan. One broad, low-fee ETF that owns the economy. If you want income, add a dividend ETF. Automate it and let compounding carry the weight while you learn. You'd be shocked what 24 months of boring can do for a single-income household. Now, some of you trade. You already know the market pays the meticulous. That's why we use the SIP automated journal. Every trade gets logged the same way every time. Price, RSI, MACD, VWAP, TTM squeeze, where you are inside the Bollinger Bands, the sentiment, your exact entry, your hard stop, your profit targets, your risk-reward math, your planned sale date, and your max loss acceptable. The journal is not homework, it's your pay stub. If you won't write it down, you're not serious yet. Serious doesn't mean perfect, it means accountable. Let's talk risk, because this is where families either stay in the game or get carried out. Our Trapper rules are simple. Max loss per trade is 1 to 2% of the account. Hard stop about 7% below entry for swing positions, unless your written system says otherwise. Minimum risk/reward is 1 to 3. If you risk $100, the plan must show a clear path to $300 potential, not fantasy. You never average down a loser without a tested rule set. Position size comes from the stop, not your feelings. And there's one setup and one story per trade. If the story changes, you exit first and argue later. Pride is expensive. Discipline is cheap. When you want momentum, we run the tag power scan. We're hunting high demand and low supply, not random fireworks. Relative volume 5 times or more. Up at least 10% on the day. A fresh catalyst that real people care about. Earnings, a press release, a legit upgrade, actual news. Price between $1 and $20. Float under 10 million shares. If a ticker clears all 5, you write the plan. Where you'll enter, maybe a pullback to VWAP or a retest of the breakout level, your hard stop, and staggered profit targets. If it misses one box, we skip it. Scarcity is an edge. The market will be open again tomorrow. We don't stop at entries. We build the memory. That's the tag trophy room. Print the chart, win or loss, mark what you saw, what confirmed it, and what invalidated it. Put it on the wall. You're building a private museum of your edge. If your week goes sideways, you stand in that room and remember who you are. Not lucky, not doomed, disciplined. Every week we reset with Pre-Market Sunday. 30 minutes. One core concept. The week's catalysts. 3 A setups you'll allow yourself to trade. If it's not on the list, it's not real. Adults win because they commit to boring excellence when the world is screaming for drama. Now let's address taxes and structure for a minute. Education, not advice. Wealthy people don't try to pay less by earning less. They plan to own more. When you have a real business, legitimate costs become business expenses. The camera you film with, the microphone, the editing software, the travel you do for clients or content, the contractors who help you scale, those are not splurges. Those are the cost of doing business. If you invest in businesses, angel checks, buying a small local shop, taking an equity slice for real work, now you're playing a different game. Don't guess. Sit with a pro and let your structure reflect your mission. And let's talk to my 9-to-5ers and single-income families who feel stuck. You are not stuck. You might be under-leveraged. You can be a 9-to-5 entrepreneur. Your job is your stability. Use it to qualify for better credit, then buy a small cash-flowing business, a vending route, a mobile detailing trailer, a laundromat with owner financing, a weekend kiosk that pays the car note. Your job funds the down payment. The business pays the loan. Your discipline creates the spread. You do this once, learn the ropes, and repeat when the family is ready. That's ownership without pretending to be an influencer. Creators and athletes, I love you, but I need you to hear me. Your face is the marketing, not the enterprise. Own the brand, trademarks, domains, and designs. Own the list, email and SMS. Own the offers, journals, mini-courses, memberships, workshops, physical products. Build a distribution system, your repurposing workflow, a consistent editor, a simple studio, a content calendar you respect. The goal is an ecosystem where a single post points to your offer, your email list, and your products. If the algorithm changes, your business doesn't. Let's give you momentum right now with a 7-day sprint. Tonight, write down every bill and subscription. If it doesn't serve your mission, cancel it. That's your raise. Tomorrow, set an auto transfer, $100 to your ETF or your 2-stock plan. Non-negotiable. The next day, build your SIP journal and pre-fill the columns so logging takes 60 seconds. The day after, run the power scan. If nothing qualifies, you do nothing. That's maturity. The next day, pick one ticker you actually know and write a full trade plan with your stop about 7% below entry and targets that hit 1 to 3 risk, reward, or better. The next day, design one tiny offer your audience needs. A $9 guide or a $29 mini workshop that solves a real problem. Finish it messy, sell it honestly. On day 7, sit for Pre-Market Sunday. One lesson, the week's catalysts, your 3A setups. That's a week that changes families. I want to drop a few mindset anchors before we land this plane. Delayed gratification isn't punishment, it's scheduling your celebration. You are one decision away from relief, sniper trader, long-term investor, or a written hybrid. Not all three on the same day. Compounding is quiet. A penny that doubles isn't exciting on day 6, but on day 30 it beats cashing a one-time million. Your habits are that penny. Protect them. Some of you are in the hardest season of your life. Grief, divorce, deployment, layoffs. I see you. Structure is mercy when emotions are heavy. Ownership is mercy when energy is low. Risk rules are mercy when you're tempted to force it. There is honor in the slow build. There is freedom in a budget that tells your money where to go. There is power in saying, "Not this week, my plan didn't signal." Let me close this with a story you already know in your bones. Plenty of talented people had their moment, and then disappeared because they never turned income into infrastructure. On the other hand, I've watched teammates, producers, partners, quiet killers, become millionaires because their systems were right. The royalties flowed to the right places. The IP was protected. The marketing was consistent. When the world shut down, they didn't. That wasn't luck. That was ownership doing what ownership does. Ordinary income will keep your lights on. Ownership will change your last name's story. Reduce the overhead. Raise the discipline. Turn your attention into assets and your paycheck into down payments. Build offers you own. Build lists you own. Build rules you obey. When you're tired, the machine works. When you're grieving, the machine works. When you're celebrating, the machine works. If this spoke to you, act tonight. Cancel something you don't need. Automate the $100. Open the journal. And if you want the exact templates, the SIP automated journal, the power scan criteria, the Trapper rules card, the 2-stock and $100 ETF plans, the trophy room format, and our weekly pre-market Sunday, lock in with us. No lottery tickets, no guru talk, just disciplined ownership for real families who deserve peace. You're not behind. You're just one system away. Let's build.